Hey, what's up, guys, and welcome back to another World Cup review. The first quarter-final match, and yet another shock. I mean, what can we say? Another shock. Brazil are out. Croatia go to the semi-finals. I mean, I don't really know what to say. First up, let's congratulate the winning side, Croatia. They were not the best of the two sides for majority of the match. Brazil seemed like they had it in their hands. They seemed like they had it under control. But Croatia kept fighting to the end. They managed to drag it to penalties, and they won through penalties. Sometimes in these sort of games, you gotta give it all the way, and some teams just really don't have that. But Croatia, have that in them, where they can just go all the way, and really, really push. Now, I put in my last Brazil review against South Korea, Brazil favorites with a question mark in it, and I was thinking about changing the question mark when I uploaded it. I was like, should I change it? And I didn't change it because I knew that Brazil weren't going to smash Croatia, and they could have a chance to get knocked out here. When they went 1-0 up, I was like, okay, I think they are favorites. But when Croatia equalized and made it 1-0, I was like, hang on a minute. This was the Brazil side that absolutely destroyed South Korea in the first half. What has happened here? And you can say the same with Portugal. We thought Portugal were going to do really well after smashing Switzerland. What has happened to these two countries on sides? I just don't understand this. And fair enough, fair play to Morocco. We'll do that review later on. Fair enough, fair play to Croatia because they got it done. And I'm very happy for Croatia. And I'm very, very happy for Luka Modric. Look, in this game, I was either going to be Vini Jr., Rodrigo, Militao, Brazil, or Modric. And as a neutral, I have no emotions. Brazil out, fair enough. Croatia through, fair enough. I don't have sort of an emotion, and I said it at the very start. That's the good thing about being a neutral when your country isn't in it. Just be a neutral. Just sort of support any team, really. I'm happy for Luka. Even though that will mean he'll come back later for Real Madrid, but I'm still happy for him. And could Croatia do it again like they did it 4 years ago? Could they do it again? They could. They have Argentina next. It will be a very tough game for them against Argentina, who played quite well against the Netherlands. We'll do that review as well. But I think anything's possible. Beating Brazil is already, what do we say? A big achievement for them. So Argentina, I think they can do it. I think imagine a Croatia-Morocco final though. That would be insane, man. That would be insane. Come on. But for Croatia, all the best against Argentina. I think they can do it. For Brazil, this team, we thought this team were going to be favorites, and I did too. Even though I didn't predict them to win, I did look at that team. You look at the team, the main 11 itself, you're like, oh my days, what a team this is. You look at the backup, the reserve, the bench players, you go, what a team. You could easily, if you put all the bench players in, they would still be a solid side. After the second team lost against Cameroon, I was like, not really. But in this game, for 90 minutes, nothing really happened, okay? Extra time, Neymar, that goal was stunning. It wasn't a 30-yard out strike. It was just nice 1-2 passing and passes with his teammates, and Neymar rounding past the goalie and scoring. That is beautiful. That's a beautiful goal. I'm gonna give Brazil credit for that. That's what they like to do. That's the kind of goals we like to see from Brazil, and they scored that. That's beautiful, right? But after that, I don't know what happened in the last 10 minutes or so. It seemed like they switched off. And Croatia just took that one opportunity that was given at them, and a good ball from Osic down the left to Petkovic. I think he took a deflection of Marquinhos, and it sort of tricks Alisson. It was almost like Benzema's goal against PSG, in the comeback. It's Marquinhos again, and don't get me wrong, Marquinhos is a very, very good defender, but I swear every time at these critical moments, he just does something like a deflection and beating his goalie. And I think Alisson would have saved it if you were just shooting him, but the deflection took the ball away from him, and he just couldn't get it. Over in the penalties, look, for Rodrigo, I feel for him. For any player really, especially like a young 21-year-old, stepping up as the first penalty taker, missing. It's obviously a hard thing, and I know he'll obviously be devastated. He'll be disappointed. He'll be feeling very, very bad. And of course, what can we do? There's nothing we can really do about it. So yeah, I feel sorry for him. But the truth is he still missed it. And yeah, Croatia just scored their penalties. They were really good penalties. They had 4. They scored 4. Brazil missed 2. So look, Croatia deserved it. They played quite well. Brazil had to take 105 minutes to score. So you could say that they played quite well. And even though they were 1-0 down, the momentum seemed to be lost. They found that one opportunity. They took it. They scored. They put into penalties. And Croatia are just experts at penalties. I swear. So they got themselves into the semi-finals. If they beat Argentina, there will be 2 finals in a row for a team like Croatia. No disrespect, but they aren't Brazil. They aren't France. They aren't Argentina. They aren't Portugal, England. They aren't one of the biggest sides. So the fact that they're going to this far for 2 World Cups in a row is really, really, really amazing. And we talk about this golden generation of Belgium, sometimes even England, or maybe even Brazil. They just can't get it done. Croatia, they've got some very good up and coming talents. Gvardiol, oh my days, what a player that he is. I think Lovren Meyer as well, very good player. They have the golden players in there as well, the older players like Modric in there. So this side is simply amazing. The chemistry is very good, and they progress to take on Argentina, while Brazil will go home thinking this should have really been a World Cup. The route to the final would have been sort of, I think for Brazil, they didn't expect this. I think South Korea, they would have expected them to win. They did. Croatia, they would have expected to win. They didn't. And then they would have expected a real big test like Argentina. But I think sometimes underestimating your opponent is just the cause of our own failure. Because if you look at the route to the final, I think even fans don't underestimate this Croatia side. I think if you were to ask any fan out there, you would think you that's just a prediction. Okay, Brazil or South Korea, Brazil or Croatia, Brazil. The only real sort of debatable one would have been probably Brazil Argentina. So look, Croatia have stunned us. They have really, really shocked and surprised everybody. Fair enough. But that'll be it for today's review between Croatia and Brazil. Hope you guys have enjoyed today's video or review. Hit the like button if you did. Subscribe to the channel if it's on already. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.